Huh. Oh, hello. This is a little bit different video than normal, and it may take me a while to make. I have a list of, right here in this little notebook, I have a list of, so far, 9 pet peeves of YouTubers. Pet peeves that I have of YouTubers. Hi there, my name is Holly, and this is Wiggles. And welcome back, or welcome to, my channel. The first one I'm going to start out with has to do with just general editing of a YouTube video. Understand I am clueless about most everything that has to do with YouTube and making videos and filming videos and editing videos and doing the sound on videos. I bumble along, and that's at the best of times. I thought I'd start with this one because I'm actually sitting in my town office right now, and I am actually in the process of uploading my latest video. My internet at home is crappy at the best of times, so I have my coffee sitting here waiting for this to load. Okay, so the first one I'm going to start off with, let me look at my list again because I've already forgotten. Sound. The sound on videos. Again, I'm no expert. But editing a video for sound, and I'm not talking like some expert, sound magic stuff. I just mean basic sound. You have talking in a video, you have noises and background noises, excuse me, in a video. And sometimes you add music to a video. And all those things, now I'm going to turn all red from that coughing. All those things have are recorded at different sound levels. Whatever. The point is when you put it all together in a video, you need to edit those so that your sound is not bouncing up and down all over the place. It is one of the first things that will make me leave a video. If I have to turn the volume on my TV up or down, like by a lot, 3 times in the first 90 seconds of a video, I guarantee you I'm leaving that video immediately and I'm done watching it. I'm over it. But there I was. This is exactly what made me start this list of my pet peeves of YouTubers. Laying in bed, at the end of the day, I usually watch a couple YouTube videos. And there I am, laying in bed, the cat snuggled next to me, Wiggles is snuggled next to my feet, Cooper, my German Shepherd, is laying on the floor, watching a video, and right off the bat, I have to turn the sound way down because they have their intro and the sound is like 4,000 decibels. So I turn the sound way down and we're all good. And then we get into the video and suddenly I can't hear anything. So I have to turn it up again. I have to turn the volume up again on my TV so I can actually hear anything at all. And then as the video's going along, boom, all of a sudden they bring music in and the music is at 1,000 decibels. And literally the cat jumped up and ran out of the room. Wiggles jumped up and started barking. Cooper, in his old age, scrambled up as fast as he could and then ran out the bedroom door to find out what the heck was going on. I jumped myself. And I'm pretty sure had I been falling asleep, I might very well have either peed my pants or had a heart attack. Sound, people, sound. It's not that difficult to make the entire video somewhat even. No, it may not be perfectly even, but it shouldn't be like this. Can you please just manage that? Really? I mean, it's not that hard. Okay, we're at 63%. So getting there slowly. Okay, let's continue, shall we? I'm on a roll here with these rants, aren't I? Okay, so what have we covered so far? So far we've covered sound. Okay, so next up are two things that I feel I might have a hard time. Well, one of them, it's easy to explain. And it kind of goes along with the sound thing. So it's kind of not channel specific at all, not even van life specific at all. It seems to be like so many YouTubers do it. And that's clickbait. I get that you want to get viewers, but nothing turns me off faster than expecting one thing, but getting something entirely different. And that's exactly what clickbait is. That's all it does, that's all it is, and it's annoying AF. Okay. Yeah, so why would you do that? Why would you offer up A, B, and C, but what you're really doing is X, Y, and Z? It's just wrong. And, people try to hide behind the, it wasn't a complete lie. It wasn't complete clickbait. Yeah, it was. I mean, if you have to justify it in your mind, some twisted, let's segue 5 times to get to it way, then yeah, it's clickbait. And it's really annoying. I mean, people should want to watch your videos for the content, either the quality of the content, the actual content, the way you present the content, whatever. Clickbait should not be an option. And it's so annoying. Just stop with clickbait. Okay, so what do we have left? All right, we have 3, and I actually have thought of a 4th. So now we're up to 10. Now we're up to 10 pet peeves I have about YouTubers and YouTube channels. The last 4 are specifically about van life YouTube channels. And I'll talk about them here in no particular order. Okay, YouTube channels that do van tours of other vans. Can you stop touching people's things? Okay. I just don't understand. If I was invited into someone else's van and allowed to film, I would not just randomly touch their things, randomly pick their things up, randomly open drawers, randomly, I would not. I would not. In fact, I probably wouldn't even ask them if I could. I would just, But some of these van life channels, when they're doing a video of another van, they are fucking bold. I mean, rude. I mean, oh, I'm going to open this, and they just do. Or they open it, and then they say, when they realize they've opened the junk drawer and it's kind of a mess, and they say, oh, sorry, and then they just keep on going. It's like, and they actually leave that in the video. Like, don't, just take it out of the video. Don't even address it. You've been rude and obnoxious, and if you were in my van, I would have kicked you out. I mean, we are in the middle of a pandemic, people, and you still have people that are, like, going into someone's van, no mask on. Neither one of them have masks on. Okay, fine. Do what you want there. I mean, I'm not... But you're putting this out in the public, and you're showing that to people, that you're doing that you're, like, right next to this person that you actually just met yesterday in the Arizona desert, and now you're doing a tour of their van, and you're touching everything of theirs. You're opening their drawers, you're picking up their stuff, you're moving their stuff around. We are in the middle of a pandemic, and no matter what you think about that, one way or the other, safe or not safe, you should not be putting that out in a public format for everyone to see that this is the way you are treating things right now. You can treat things how you want. I wouldn't be putting it on YouTube. I just wouldn't. Yeah. Okay, so the second thing is plants. Plants in vans, RVs, whatever you're living in, and with a nomadic lifestyle. I get that they are pretty. I get that they give a certain vibe or aesthetic, or they provide oxygen. Whatever your excuse is for having live plants in your van that you cross state lines with, you need to think about it just a little bit. I mean, especially the fact that you're putting this out in public. Because whether you realize it or not, it is illegal to cross some state lines with plants or even dirt in your vehicle, unless that dirt has been sanitized. Literally, there are laws about this. I mean, I'm pretty sure your pothos growing all over the place in your van does not have sanitized dirt. Pretty sure that's the case. And yeah, it's actually illegal to cross state lines. Now, is somebody going to pull you over for that? No. But if they're looking for some other reason to pull you over, or they happen to pull you over for speeding, and they see the plants, and they are suspicious of you to begin with, they're going to use that as an excuse or a reason to search your van. I don't know about you, but I don't want to give anybody a reason for wanting to search my vehicle. I just don't. And the fact that you've got this on YouTube for the whole world to see, that you're transporting plants and dirt across state lines, is just not the smartest thing to do. Enough about plants. Okay, what's up next? Tours, plants. Okay, animals. Next up is animals. The animals you have in your van or in your vehicle or whatever that you're driving around with. So yeah, animals that you have in your van with you. And you're driving down the highway, and they're just loose in the cab. I don't even understand it. I know you think your risk of an accident is low. I know you think your driving is just perfect. The problem is everyone else around you, their driving is not necessarily perfect. When Wiggles is in a vehicle with me, of course, we're just sitting parked right now, he always has a harness on, and that harness is tethered into the seatbelt. And that tether is short enough that if I had to slam on the brakes, he would not hit the windshield or the dashboard. I also will not allow him to get on my lap at all, because I have an airbag. And if that airbag ever went off for whatever reason and he was on my lap, he would get crushed and killed. It's an extreme safety hazard for your animal to be on your lap while you're driving if you have an airbag. And it's an extreme safety hazard for your animal to just be loose in your vehicle while you're driving down the highway, or in a city, or anywhere. That harness and tether has saved him a couple of times from slamming into the windshield or the dashboard because of some idiot that has pulled out in front of me at the last second, and I had to stomp on my brakes. And when you stomp on your brakes, everything in the vehicle goes flying forward. And if you want your 90-pound German Shepherd slamming into the windshield, or your 3-pound Lhasa Apso slamming into the windshield, or your 10-pound cat slamming into the windshield, you don't give a shit about your animal. And I don't care who you are, and I don't care what excuse you use. If your animal is not crated or tethered, and that crate should be strapped down, while you are in a vehicle in motion, then you don't give a shit about your animal. It's truly that simple. So you see it all the time. Van lifers driving along, and you know for a fact they're doing it because you can see the animal in the background or on the dashboard or in the passenger seat just loose while they're filming and driving, with their animal not being restrained at all. And I will tell you that there are several states where that is actually illegal. There are some states that require the animal to be secured, either in a crate or in a harness tethered to a seatbelt. There are some states that specifically state the animal cannot be on your lap. It's a safety hazard to the driver. There are some states that simply have a distraction law, and by default an animal in your lap is a distraction, and therefore it's illegal. There are some states that require the animal be restrained in some manner other than by the driver, which means they don't necessarily have to be in a crate or on a harness strapped to a seatbelt, but they have to be restrained in some manner, like by a passenger holding them in their lap or something. But it has to, but specifically says other than the driver. There are some states that have laws that you cannot carry an animal in an unsafe or cruel manner, and by default, an unsafe manner is loose in the vehicle. It doesn't necessarily specifically say that, but they can use that. And they would get away with it because, no judge is going to rule that an animal loose in a vehicle speeding down the highway at 70 miles an hour is safe. So, yeah. Safety first, people. I cannot stress this enough. If you don't crate or tether your dog or cat while in a moving vehicle, you do not give a shit about your animal. Plain and simple. If you'd like me to do a video on all of Wiggle's safety equipment, of which there is quite a bit, let me know in the comments below and I will do that. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And let me know in the comments down below, what are some of your pet peeves about YouTube videos? Or do you disagree or agree with some of mine? Again, thanks very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. That's why I have fake plants in mine. Yeah, they're fake plants, but I have fake plants because, yes, plants look pretty, but I'm not asking for trouble. I'm not asking to give a reason for a state trooper to decide to search my vehicle. So there'll be no live plants in my van.